I just opened the system up and I found out I have a lot more patients because you get your schedule. I got my schedule in the beginning for the whole period. I'm here at Paediatrics, so you know what day you're going to do consultations, with what doctor supervising you, how many patients you're going to see. And I just found out that in between, last week I wasn't here, there were more patients added to my list of patients. So I have a lot more work and a lot more preparation to do than I'd anticipated. So it's gonna be a busy day, but we got this. We're going for this.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's a Monday morning. It's about 4 a.m. I just woke up. I did my whole morning routine, and now I'm gonna get ready to go to the hospital. I don't normally wake up at 4 a.m. But because last week I was in quarantine, I missed a lot of hospital duties and stuff like that. So I wanted to get like a head start today. So I'll go in super early with my patients and try to catch up on what I lost last week. So that's why I'm waking up super early. I'm trying to get the train by 5:30, so I'll be at the hospital by 6:15. So yeah, I'm gonna try to take you guys on my day, so I take you guys through my day, what it looks like, doing the clinical rotations in pediatrics in the hospital where I do it now, how that looks like. I'll try to show you guys as much as I can. I don't know how much I can guarantee, but I'll do my best to show you guys as much as I can. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this day is going to turn out, because I don't know, I haven't been there in a whole week, and I was there for just a week before I got COVID, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'll take you guys around, show you guys how that's going. But for now, I just woke up, I did a little prayer, did a few breathing exercises. I'm gonna do a little workout now before I take a shower, and then I have something light to eat before leaving for the hospital. So without further ado, let's start the day.
With this rotation, I had to commute quite a bit, going back and forth. So there was like 30 minutes with the train and then 10 minutes walking. So during my commute, I would normally do stuff like study French or work on other goals or listen to podcasts normally. Or I'll just sit there and reflect and meditate before I get to my destination. Yes, as you can see, I just got off the train station, and it's normally busier than this, but because I came to the hospital super early today, 6 a.m., I just arrived at 6 a.m., that's why it's super empty, because normally people come at 7:30, but because I have to catch up on a lot of work, I came earlier, so that's why there's literally no one walking with me. Normally there's like a bunch of people walking in the same direction, because a lot of people come from Maastricht with the train. But yeah, today is just me. I'm sure when I get to the hospital as well, it's super empty. Because normally on Monday mornings as well, I have a size medium for my white coat. And normally on Monday mornings, all the size mediums are done. But I'm sure today, because I'm like 2 hours early, I'm gonna find my size medium super easily. So we'll see, because size medium fits better, while large fits ghetto. But we'll see. I think today is gonna be an easy fight. We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go. Oh, so normally we sit here, but because I'm too early and I don't have the key, Paediatrics, I'm too early and I don't have the key, so I'm gonna try to see if the other room is open. Yeah, this one I can get into anytime. Switch on the light. Yes, so good to go. So normally I have to change this mask because this is not allowed in the hospital anymore, but I come with it, but I'm gonna change it. Then I get one of these, set it up, and then I'm good to go. So yeah, I arrived at the hospital now. I'm all set up. So like a brief summary of how my day normally looks like, because now I'm doing my pediatric rotation, and in the same hospital I did gynecology, so I'm already familiar with the territory. This is my 3rd week. So last week I was mostly at home because of the COVID infection. So now I'm back. And basically what my day looks like, in gynecology, for example, you had a very variable program. So like your schedule could be you going to the operating room to do C-sections, you're having consultation with patients, you're having minor ingrepen, minor interventions, so like polyps removal and stuff like that. But here in pediatrics, it's mostly consultation. So in my 1st week, I had ward rounds for the whole week, and then the rest of the weeks at pediatrics, which is consultations. So seeing patients at the polyclinic, and once in a while you go to the operating room after the C-sections. Then you get to, like, you know, do a minor checkup, control on the newborn babies, see if everything is okay, and if they're approved by the pediatrician, then you can send them home basically. Or if their mother is okay as well, then basically the baby is good to go. So once in a while you go to the operating room as well to check up on these kids and see these newborn babies and see how they're faring. But for today, I have just consultations planned, and also in the afternoon I have emergency. So I'm basically available if there's someone at the emergency department. Then I can get called to go see the patient and then discuss that with my supervisor. So basically for now, the reason I came so early is because I have not been in the hospital yesterday, so the whole of last week. So I don't know what patients I'm going to see today. And it's good to always prepare your patients, because especially it's also like when you're prepared. So I came this morning to just see what patients I'm going to be seeing, prepare them, you know, see why they're coming, do some little maybe research on what questions I can ask them, do some research on probably what they could have, see if there's more information I'm missing and stuff like that, so I can really discuss that with my supervisor before we start. And then basically, yeah, I'm ready to go for the day. So now I'm just gonna look at the patients I'm seeing today, look at the letters their house doctor sent with them when they were referred, and then basically based on that, prepare the patients and see if I need to research something or look up some things, and then get ready for the others to be here, and then we can have the briefing and then the day starts. So yeah, I hope I can take you guys along for the most part, because you're not allowed to film that much in the hospital, patient information and privacy. But the least I can film, I will. Otherwise, I'll try to keep you guys updated in some way. But yeah, without further ado, let me go start my day. So I just opened the system up, and I found out I have a lot more patients, because you get your schedule. I got my schedule in the beginning for the whole period I'm here at Paediatrics, so you know what day you're going to do consultations, with what doctor supervising you, how many patients you're going to see. And I just found out that in between, last week I wasn't here, there were more patients added to my list of patients, so I have a lot more work and a lot more preparation to do than I'd anticipated. So it's gonna be a busy day, but we got this. We're going for this. When you try your best but you don't succeed. Listen, there's some things which, as a male doctor working in gynecology, for example, I had a lot of times when patients didn't want to meet or didn't want to see a male a doctor, they don't want to see a student doctor and stuff like that, and you have to respect their wishes if they make that known to you well ahead of time. If it's an emergency, they can't choose because they, you know, if there's only one doctor available in this male, they have to do with that. So at gynecology, I had that a lot, where I had to be sent out of the room because they didn't want a male doctor, or there was just a lot of things. Now I opened the dossier to prepare the patient, and I read clearly, patient would not like to be seen by a male doctor. I'm like, why? Why? And we have to respect that because they made that known well ahead of time when they're getting referred here. I'm like, why? Why? What did I do to deserve this? No, you tell me, what did I do? But anyways, so this patient I can't see, so my supervisor is gonna have to see the patient. But yeah, it is what it is.
Too many days in the darkness, without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat.
So, just finished the first half of the day consultations, and now I'm gonna have lunch. Got 2 eggs for my salad, and then we'll continue the rest of the day at the emergency department. Now we're surviving, we keep thriving. So, done for today. Switch it off. Off. Put it in here. I have to get the train really quickly. So I guess I'll tell you guys more about the day on my way out.
Just like a seed in a garden, you grow to be.
Yeah, I'm telling you, finishing work nowadays when the sun is still out or it's still daylight is a whole flex. So it's 5:30. I was supposed to leave the hospital later today, but because I don't have a shift, I wanted to stay late to work my presentation for tomorrow. But because I don't have a shift and they have to close the clinic, the place where we have the consultations, they have to close that. I couldn't stay longer because I don't have the keys, so I had to leave. I mean, I could find another place in the hospital to sit, but it was just a hassle. So I decided to just go get the train. But yeah, guys, today was an interesting day. It was so I got there today and everyone was like, oh yeah, COVID, you survived, thank God. How was it? Blah, 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 blah. And then found out that I wasn't the only one who had COVID because half the doctors had COVID too. So yeah, there is a huge problem at our pediatric department now because other doctors had to get tested today and they don't know yet when they're getting the result. So hopefully it's negative, otherwise like, I don't know, 6 of the 7 pediatricians are supposed to stay home. It's gonna be a whole mess. But yeah guys, there was a whole pediatric COVID situation at the pediatric ward. So let's hope that goes well. But today was alright. Everything went good. Have a presentation tomorrow. So I'm heading home now to go for a run, maybe have dinner, and then see if I can work on a presentation before tomorrow. But yeah guys, we shall see. Now I'm gonna get the train.
Staring out over miles of land without it, but wanting to build up walls. Lift me up in your.
So I got here a little too early for my train. I'm like 20 minutes early for my train. Kind of calculated it, but at the same time I didn't. So I'm gonna have to wait for a bit. So about the train ride, basically because I'm doing my rotations in the peripheral hospital, because I live really close to the academic hospital in Maastricht, but I do my rotations now pediatrics in Roermond, so that's like a 30-minute train ride, and the trains are like, they're fast, so it's alright. So basically it takes me more or less 40 minutes from door to door, because the hospital is really close to this train station as well as 5 minutes walking. So it's really not that bad. So I just have to wait for the train. If I plan it properly, from the hospital to my house in 40 minutes, because I get there in Maastricht by train, and then I bike like 10 minutes ish home, and you have to walk like 5 minutes. So more or less it's like 45 minutes from door to door. But that's doable. That's alright.
We can watch the sunrise. Just a couple of bruised up souls that believe that it was worth one more try. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart and spend less time in your head. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head.
So basically, just came back from a run, made dinner, and now I'm preparing the presentation for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be at this for like 1 or 2 hours and then head to bed, because I have to wake up early in the morning around 5 to get ready and then leave for the hospital. I don't know why I always get tense with presentations, especially in the hospital. Normally I'm not tense with presentations, but it's just, I don't know, this kind of presentation in the hospital always get your nerves running. So that's why I always like to take extra time to prepare and rehearse and do all that good stuff. So I think, yeah, I'll just get right to that and then see how far I go and then go to sleep after that. But so far, there's something about me that is intriguing for them. They just keep staring at me and keep smiling. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I love this. I can deal with this. The second patient was just hectic.